Hey guys, welcome to On My Shelf. Today I'm talking about an engaging series that will likely hold the attention of your 4-year-old. My twins and I have been listening to the audiobook version of The Spiderwick Chronicles, written by Holly Black and Tony DiTerlizzi. This is a 5-book series that was turned into a movie by Nickelodeon in 2008. The audiobook is read by Mark Hamill. The Spiderwick Chronicles follows the story of Mallory, Jared, and Simon Grace. They've just moved into a spooky old house that's been in their family for many years. Strange things start to happen, though, and Jared, after doing a bit of exploration, finds a field guide full of pictures of fairies, not the good kind, goblins and sprites. They discover that a world of fairies exists that is parallel to their own. The rest of the series chronicle their adventures in this parallel world, always trying to escape the fairies and protect the field guide from dangerous hands. My favorite part of the series is that each book begins with a note to the readers, in which Black and DiTerlizzi write as if the story is true. I love this because it immediately opens the imagination of a young reader and makes them wonder, is it really true? Are fairies real? And if they are, how do I find this alternate world? Or maybe, more accurately, how do I avoid it? My twins have trouble paying attention to stories sometimes, particularly if we read for too long at a time. But this story can hold their attention for half an hour or more. Part of it is that the main characters, Jared and Simon, are twins like they are. The books refer to them as twins often, so they get to see how a story character is like them. The books are also fantastical and mysterious, with a bit of creepiness thrown in. The audiobook versions begin and end with music, which my boys love. And they're also short and full of action and emotion, which I think contributes to my twins' amazing attention span every time we turn on Spiderwick Chronicles. And trust me, I could say a lot about my 4-year-old's attention spans that does not have amazing anywhere near it. The other day, this puzzled me a little. We have plenty of engaging toys. They don't hold my twins' attention like this series does. I'm a good narrator when it comes to reading stories. I read all kinds of books aloud, and I do voices and modulation and vocal dynamics when it gets to an exciting part of the story. I don't hold my twins' attention like this series does. I think what it boils down to is that my twins are seeing children in a series who look very much like them. Jared and Simon are not only twins, but they are also curious and adventurous. They get into trouble. They make mistakes. They try to save the world in the best way they know how. My twins can identify with all of that. It's important for kids to read about people who look like them. It's important, of course, for them to read about people who don't look like them. But when they're early readers, the best thing we can do is find stories that sound a little bit familiar to our children, because that's what will initially draw them in. I hope you've enjoyed this look at an entertaining audiobook series that will interest early readers. If you have any audiobooks that you think everybody in the whole world should read, leave them in the comments and I will add them to my list. Visit racheltolson.com for some of my best recommendations for both audiobooks and films. For more On My Shelf, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.